Hey everyone, Edwin here, and the last time I checked out an Itel watch was when I played around with one that took very heavy design inspiration from the Apple Watch Ultra. I wasn't too excited about it, but Itel quickly remedied this with the Itel Watch Horizon, and it's a completely different experience. Design. It's a round face, which I prefer over a square one. It's elegant, and gone is the bright and busy design, and we're left with a mature, posh looking timepiece. I have no idea what the numbers in the bezel are for, but they look elegant and in a way important. You get two buttons on this watch and a wheel that also doubles up as a button. The top button is the home button as well as the sleep button. If you're buried in a menu, in the notifications, or even in a workout routine and you need to get back to the watch face, you just press the top button and it takes you there. If you press the same button whilst it's presenting the time to you, it will turn off the screen and you can press any of the three buttons to wake the screen. The bottom button is for your workout routines. Press it and it'll show you a list of all the routines built into the watch that the sensors can measure. Both the top and the bottom buttons are programmable. Then the wheel. It launches the menu when pressed and also doubles up as a scroll wheel to navigate any menu or app that you'll be using. There are a lot of things this watch can do, but there are also a few things that it can't do that I wish it could. So let's start with the stuff that's missing, and honestly, it's not much. It doesn't have an ambient light sensor to adjust the screen brightness automatically in different lighting conditions. It's a useful feature that helps extend the battery life and improves the quality of life. I mean, imagine checking the time in pitch black darkness only to be blinded by the brightness of 1,000 suns coming from the luminous display. The icon for the voice recorder at first glance looks exactly like the icon for triggering the voice assistant. This is something that I hope Itel can change via a software update to the watch. At present, you have to be a detective to notice the difference between these two icons. My last minor grievance, and this is me terribly nitpicking because it's not that big of a deal, but some animations do not fully take advantage of the buttery, smooth 60Hz refresh rate that this watch's display is capable of. Also, a number of watch faces do not take full advantage of the blacks that this OLED screen delivers. On to the good stuff. There are a couple of apps that this watch comes with that are useful and are not present on my Huawei watch. The voice recorder is great because I have a recording device right there on my wrist. If I need to capture something quickly, it's faster for me to run the recorder on a watch that is already on my wrist than it is to hunt for my phone from my pocket, unlock it, and then find the voice recorder app. The same goes for the calculator. For simple math problems, I can just get to it quicker since it's on my wrist than fumbling trying to find my phone or a pen and paper big enough for some long division and cross multiplication. The 60Hz display is really smooth, especially when you're in an app with animations that take full advantage of it. It's also a pretty bright display, bright enough to still be legible in the African summer sun that we've got this side. Both the top and bottom buttons are customizable and you can map them to specific apps or features. I use the voice recorder and the flashlight a lot, so the top one is set to launch the voice recorder and the bottom one is set to launch the flashlight. Quick replies are also pretty awesome for moments when it's not convenient to pull out your phone and type. You can quickly silence a phone call by sending a preset response to the caller via the watch. Oh, and this feature is only supported on Android devices, so sorry Team iOS. Most smartwatches come with a Find My Phone feature, a feature that plays a tone on your phone if you don't remember where you left it. But Itel via the Horfit app also has a feature to find my watch, which does the same thing: vibrate, light up the screen, and play a chime. Just a quick heads up though, these features rely on Bluetooth, so they will only work if the phone and the watch are still connected to each other. Oh, and if your watch is set to silent mode, the chime will not sound. You'll have to rely on the screen and the vibration. Battery life in this watch is pretty good. Itel does not quote any battery life figures, but my estimates see it being able to last around 5 days to a week between charges. Obviously, your use case will affect that performance. It's also a full-on health and fitness tracker capable of tracking your heart rate, sleep quality, steps, calories burnt, and even your mood. Seriously, this watch can tell you how you're feeling for those off chances that you don't know what your mood is like. It may have over 100 workout routines built in, which is an impressive list by the way, but you won't find any water-based sports included on this list, nor is there any information on its water resistance rating. So to be safe, you might want to remember to take it off if you plan on taking a swim or a shower. And for those that love to customize bands, the Itel Watch Horizon uses a standard 22mm size belt, which coincidentally are the same size which my Huawei watch uses. Now let me tell you something actually. I was worried that with the posh looking metal belt that I got with the Itel Watch, I would not be able to run anything fitness related because of how loose that belt was. A tight fit is the best for fitness and health tracking because that's how the sensors get to do their job. Well, I remembered I had a spare set of leather watch belts and I managed to swap out those loose metal fitting ones to a more tighter fitting leather belt. And the review was saved, so good consumer advice for you there. Alright, so it's got the looks, it's got the battery life, the list of features is actually very impressive. Now how much is all this? $40 is what you can expect to fork out for this watch. This places it right in the mix with offerings from Amazfit, Redmi, and Xiaomi, so it's going to be interesting to see how it performs versus those. I'll leave you with a question. How long do you think you should own a smartwatch? Comment down below and I will catch you in the next one.